but you got to understand the expectations, right? Like you can't treat this as a hobby. This is a real business. Wholesale is very different to transition to for OARA sellers because OARA is very transactional. Wholesale is relationship based, meaning we're on the phone, meaning we're doing sales. So the skill set is vastly different, right? We're not just analyzing data with a Chrome extension at this point. Now we're really trying to understand, how do I convince somebody who may dislike me simply because I mentioned the term Amazon to not only approve me, but enjoy working with me, and how can I deepen that relationship over time? So for expectations, what I typically recommend is you got to commit at least to a year, right? Like I don't care what business you're starting, commit at least 1 year to it, because you need enough time to figure out what works and what doesn't work, right? Number two, sales is incredibly important here. A lot of people don't like sales, including myself. Like just not my, I'm actually very, like, I'm not an extroverted person. I'm actually very introverted, but I can be extroverted when I need to, right? So it's draining for me and it's very difficult, but it's a skill set that's well worth building. So if you're uncomfortable with it, you're doing cold calling at the end of the day. You got to understand that you're going to hear a lot of no's, right? So you're going to hit a lot of roadblocks. I always recommend committing to calling 10 brands, expecting nothing but feedback. Just understand the fact that like your assumptions of how the conversation is going to go are completely different. We tend to over formalize the conversation. It's two people having a casual conversation at the end of the day. Once you understand that, you approach it differently. Number two, there's this big fear of, well, what if they ask me X and I don't know? That will always happen, and it will consistently happen time and time again because it's a new conversation. You have to get comfortable in understanding how to respond to these things in a healthy way and how to use it to your advantage.